What's the deal? What's the deal? This y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. King Crooked versus Disaster. I guess it's going down. No if and buts about it. I guess it is most definitely, going down. So no need for nobody to, to ask, well, is this really going down? Like, who's on the other card? Yeah, I might as well just look at as far as who could be on this card and everything. I do remember last week of what Disaster was telling Angry Fan, which is like one of the best bloggers to do it. He was telling him, it was gonna be something big for May 16th. I know a lot of people was talking about Eminem, but I knew a person like Eminem wasn't gonna, be up in it. But everybody else, who they was thinking about as far as who it was gonna be. I'm like, well, you know what? That could be a possibility. You know what I mean? But I do know when people was talking about this guy named China Mac about battle rapping, I'm like, not if Disaster is saying that it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. I'm not saying that China Mac and Disaster is not gonna be big, but I've never heard China Mac rap. China Mac is not a battle rapper. You know what I mean? I do know him for like a YouTube channel that he have. Other than that, I'm like, I don't look at it like a big old battle like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, we do have King Crooked left, and then people were saying Rush the 5'9", but I think Rush the 5'9" is, to me, I think he's just too much in like a positive place to be wanting to battle, because battling could be real intense and real gritty. And me honestly, I just feel like Royce probably wouldn't even know how to balance that. You know what I mean? That's no longer the, the drunk Royce. You know what I mean? But King Crooked versus Disaster, I mean, I see more of a King Crooked battling before Royce, which is why Disaster is battling King Crooked. King Crooked is my guy. I like King Crooked. I would like to see what he do in that ring. I would definitely like to see what he do in that ring. I would most definitely like to see what he does, because a lot of artists that come into the battle rap field, it don't really go too good for a few. I will say the best person that ever did it, and he did it twice, and that's King Los. To me, King Los is probably like the best artist to ever come to battle rap and survive it. I don't feel like no other battle rapper has really survived it. To be real with you, and every time when I hear him, they're not as good. I mean, I guess you could say Mickey Factz, but Mickey Factz was kind of up in the battle rap field before he just went off to his music, though. So that's one thing I'll say about Mickey Factz. But other than that though, man, I would like to see how this battle go, because I don't want to just constantly just hear like multi-syllables and tapping them on the shoulder or tapping them on the chest, like that was dope, that was fire. I want it to be that. Like, I want it to be what battle rap is, man. So we'll see how it go, man. We'll definitely see how it go. But hopefully they not planning this card, for like the next 2 months or something. You know what I mean? So hopefully, this could be like a next month thing or whatever. So I'm definitely interested. I'm most definitely, interested to see what King Crooked does though up in that ring. I am most definitely interested to see what he does in that ring, man. For real. Putting down for Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But I do know when Disaster said, it's going to be big, for the West Coast. I'm like, yeah, King Crooked going to be on this. And it's crazy because even like watching a press conference, I'm trying my best to, to stay up, but I'm dogged out. Like, I'm super tired. You know what I mean? So I end up dozing off or whatever. So I woke back up, and then I seen that King Crooked is going to be on this card. And it's crazy because it said Disaster versus ? And I think like on top of it, it had like it was kind of showing the guy's face, but it wasn't showing him like that. It was like a blank face. And I'm like, that looked like King Crooked. And I'm like, who else would that be? Who else, you know what I'm saying? Who else would it be? You know what I mean? I'm just like, nah, man. I'm like, that's King Crooked, man. But you guys, like, let me know as far as, like, you know, how you guys feel about that, man. Like, me personally, man, like, I always felt like when Disaster is actually, like, on, like, his A game, like, when he's focused, I think Disaster is dope, like, when he on his A game. Once he's, like, a little off to me, sometimes I have a problem with Disaster because he sometimes be all over the place. But when he's focused, I really do like Disaster. And I definitely feel like Disaster is going to be very, very focused against King Crooked. You know, especially with him not liking a Cassidy outcome and things like that. He going to come with it. And if this is also an environment to where it ain't no big stage and they could just like rap outside or just rapping like a small joint, that'd be dope too. So I would definitely love to see that though, man. But this y'all boy Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe.